Shibai Otsutsuki is one of the Otsutsuki that managed to become a god after devouring what's stated to be countless planets across space. Now, even though he's only talked about in one chapter, the information we got from that chapter makes him ultra powerful. For the Otsutsuki, becoming a god means ascending to a higher dimension, so that automatically means that Shibai, at minimum, has fourth dimensional existence. The way Boruto explains Otsutsuki becoming gods kind of fits the narrative of them actually becoming higher dimensional. They need to feed an Otsutsuki to a Ten Tails and let it transform into a divine tree, and then let the divine tree absorb the power of the planet so it can produce a chakra fruit that they can eat. Now, in the war arc, we saw that an incomplete Ten Tails, and yeah, we know it's incomplete because it doesn't have all the chakra it's supposed to, but we see this incomplete Ten Tails have nature energy comparable to a small planet, right? So imagine a full Ten Tails plus the Otsutsuki that they eat, and then the chakra it absorbs from the planet. And Shibai would have done this process like countless times, like it stated, to become a god, so it makes sense that he eventually became higher dimensional. It was also revealed to us recently by a statement in a volume that Shibai was the one that created the universe. He's basically like the Soul King from Bleach, but better since he actually created the universe instead of splitting up a universe that already existed. Shibai was able to create the universe with a shinjutsu called Omnipotence that allows you to basically do whatever you want. Like, that's literally how omnipotence is described. So Shibai having this type of power really makes him stand out from the rest of the Naruto verse, like crazily. Besides his main shinjutsu Omnipotence, he also has Daemon's reflection shinjutsu. So any attack aimed at him gets automatically reflected back regardless of if he's on guard or not. He also has Ada's Shinringan that lets him see past events as if he's there. If you consider what I mentioned earlier about Shibai creating the universe, then with his Shinringan, he would be able to see anything that's happened since the beginning of the universe. Another thing to consider is that a lesser Otsutsuki like Momoshiki is stated to know all Shinjutsu, and he also says Otsutsuki gods are all-knowing. So Shibai, he might actually know a lot more Shinjutsu, but we'll just never get to see it. Like how Hagoromo in his prime, we never got to see anything of him. Shibai also has some techniques that we've seen before. If you look at his design, you'll see that he actually has a Rinne Sharingan. A Rinne Sharingan is special since it has the powers of both the Rinnegan and the Sharingan. We know it's stated that anyone with a Rinnegan has the same jutsu that the Six Paths of Pain used, so Shibai literally has Six Paths techniques. Being able to steal someone's soul in the middle of the fight and having the push and pull ability that the Tendo Pain had would be very broken in the hands of Shibai, who can create universes just by thinking. Shibai also has the Byakugan that gives him a nearly 360 degrees field of view and also gives him even more precognition than he already has with the Rinne Sharingan. So it should honestly be pretty safe to say that Shibai is the strongest and most hacked person that we've seen in the series so far, like hands down. When it comes to Shibai's speed, I say at the very minimum, he should be massively faster than light. I mean, if someone like Haku is stated to be light speed, then Shibai, who's literally in a higher dimension, should be faster, like, if we're being real. I personally think Shibai should be well over infinite speed, considering Kawaki was able to move in a dimension with frozen time, and being able to do that qualifies as an infinite speed feat. From the little bit of information we have on Shibai, his power and abilities seem to be on a completely different level compared to what we've seen so far. Him being a higher dimensional god that can create the universe and having all these Shinjutsu abilities and eyes like the Rinne Sharingan and the Byakugan would make him almost impossible for someone to fight and actually take down. Plus, it's even possible, based on this statement from Amato, that Shibai can craft Shinjutsu abilities as a god at will. So Shibai is definitely not someone to be sleeping on right now, and is arguably one of the strongest characters in the New Gen series at the moment.